and gents, welcome back to the channel. Right, we've got some little updates on the Corsa to show you. Some interesting stuff been happening. Some big stuff coming up in the next coming weeks as the things start to progress with the car itself. I'm going to show you exactly what we've been getting up to right now. Get straight into it, and then we'll talk about it after that.
Now then, back again with the Corsa build. Latest additions. Obviously the spoiler here. When we first put this on, it had some side pieces that stuck down, so we decided to cut them off, blend it in with the actual GSI spoiler either side. And these horns were quite narrow on the sides, so this one's still having some work done to it. So it's been widened out so that it gives it a bit more bulk on the sides. They look a bit anorexic prior to that. It's obviously all been blended in along here and smoothed in along the top. The idea being that I can then take this GSI spoiler off and interchange it with other ones at different shows if I want to. Then the next bit of work we've got going on is, well, actually we'll show you this side. So both sides are now done with the framework. So we've got a cool vent here. We've got all this being constructed with, we're going to have a, I think it's going to be easy to show you what it looks like when it's complete the other side. So obviously framed in, got these side skirts mounted down the side here now. Sorry, we're limited on space to move in here because of the other cars. That's looking a bit like that. So then this side, this is what it's going to look like at the front. As you can see, this is all started to be meshed out. Bit of a crude video. I haven't really got much time to do this, but yeah, it starts to be meshed out. So this is all going to be blended into the top of this arch. Obviously you can see it runs down the side. This is the shape of the vent on the back, so we'll have these bits protruding down the wings. It's got to be cut yet, so obviously the door does open, have to be cut at an angle so that the door doesn't catch it. And then yeah, at the front here, we're unsure whether to fill this with fiberglass at the moment, leave it as a vent with some mesh in, or have some sort of canards or bars in the side there. Bit up in the air about what we're going to do with that there. I think we might just fill it with filler to start with and see what it looks like. Our side repeater obviously was originally in here inside the wing, so we're going to have to mount this out here somewhere. We'll do something different with that so it looks a lot tidier. But yeah, let's see if we can get a shot from, obviously at the moment it's on axle stands, there's no wheels on it. It's completely, the hydraulics are completely up, so it's not sat on the ground like it would be. Bring back max power. Or bringing back max power. Don't know what the rest of all this is about, but yeah, so there we go, looking pretty good. Starting to come on, so the other side needs to be meshed soon. Once that's meshed, we can look at starting to get some fiberglass laid down on here. I'm going to try and bring this back and then round it into this here. We were thinking about, you know, obviously if we've continued that along, then we've got to make the bumper itself wider. We've got to then make this part of the boot wider to match all that. And this is obviously all just been finished and smoothed. So I don't want to mess too much with the boot lid. Don't want to mess too much with the bumper. So we're going to sort of just bring this round and then just taper it in and terminate it at the join there, I think. Back bumper still needs to have a piece put in the middle. But yeah, that is basically where we are with the car. There's the wheels looking a bit sorry for themselves. Very nice. I think he's done a good job there. I'm tripping over Hoover pipes. But hopefully this gives everybody a little bit of an update of what the car is looking like. There's the vent there. Again, whether we put mesh in there or something else is, you know, remains to be seen. Obviously the hole in the skirt will have mesh in it. Sorry, my phone case keeps flapping around in the corner here. There we go, looking good.
So there we are. Another month has passed and a little bit more progress has happened with the Corsa. It's really difficult, as I said prior to this, to get lots of update videos as we're doing the work. I'm never there when it's happening. And I can't expect Loz, who is doing the building, to do too much outside his comfort zone. He did do a couple of videos for me to add to this, and I'm sorry, Loz, I didn't use them because you filmed them in portrait, and all the videos really need to be in landscape. I made that mistake early on. I should have told you, yeah, I mean, you know, he was just trying to give the Corsa a bit of a backstory, explain, you know, how he's got involved with it and so on. And he was just obviously showing you some of the updates which I've done now to put together a video for this month. I'm hoping that it hasn't put him off doing more, and he will obviously look at you know, just either putting a phone in the corner on a shelf or something, just so that as he starts to lay that filler down, you know, on the side skirts and on the arches and everything, that you can see the shape start to take place. It'll be quite good to see that happen, because obviously as we, you know, start to put the filler on and everything and it all becomes one colour, you'll see the car stand out so much more than it does. You know, having a look at it with a wireframe or with mesh on it as it is, it's very sort of hard to depict exactly what shape the car's going to become. But anyway, there we go. So, nice bit of work carried out for this month, and we know where we're going with it next month. We're going to start meshing the other side in and then get the fiberglass laid down as soon as we can. So, we look forward to that one. It's going to be interesting times ahead. Actually, thinking about it, there was one other thing that I was going to add into this video, and that was I personally put together a little reunion winter meet earlier this month on the 1st of Feb. At the Piston Club over in Warwickshire, and I got a good number of people to turn up. It was great. We really enjoyed ourselves. Had Adam C there, Mr. Wig, a couple of content creators for YouTube. You know, obviously a lot of the regular guys. Even if they didn't turn up with their cars, they made the effort to turn up. I know a lot of cars are off the road at this time of the year being built, and we've got a couple of people that obviously, you know, couldn't come in their cars for whatever reason, but they all showed up. They showed up, and the love for the Max Power family was obviously, you know, good, that everybody wanted to come to get together for winter meet. And so I made it happen, and so thank you to everybody that turned up for that. You know, it was great to see everybody. There was a trophy that we had made especially. So here you go, guys. This is the trophy we had made. We had a brake disc from a Peugeot 106 laser engraved, and then we had the little man there, all welded together by a chap called Jason. So thank you for doing that, guys. Yeah, worth every penny, I think you'll agree, especially for the event. He's even got a little chain around his neck. Look at that. I'm going to miss him, but he's gone to a very good home. And a couple of guys had literally bought an old Max Power car off of one of the other guys. This is the two guys here with the trophy and the car that they bought, the purple 306. So well deserved to Bart and Dan, who bought that car. You know, they've done a good job to bring it back, and made the effort to turn up for the show. So as I say, I think a good night was had by all. We made a weekend of it. We hit Cafe in the Machine, stayed there for a night, went to the Piston Club, stayed there for a night. Amazing venue at the Piston Club if you've never been. Nice and spacious. You know, great restaurant, and they've got great accommodation. Actually, the rooms were really large, and yeah, you know, we had a good time. We had about 25-30 cars there. Lots of people turned up, as I say. Even some of the guys that no longer have cars and whatnot showed up. Anyway, at the end of the video, guys, I will drop in a couple of little tiny clips that we had from the Piston Club that evening. I didn't have much. I was too busy trying to make sure everybody was happy, park people up, and then get the trophy sorted out. It was a nice night to relax, and I didn't want to be filming loads when I was trying to talk to other people. So there's a few little bits and bobs that we got over the weekend. Nothing special, which I'll stick right at the end. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please hit us up with some comments, and give us a like and a subscribe. And as always, guys, I'll see you next time.